Hello, dears. I gotta close this browser here so it won't make any noise. Okay, hello, my peeps. How are y'all doing today? What's going on? It's 6 p.m. here in Egypt, which means we are here now to do our broadcast of day number 2, where we're talking about how we can create incomes as healers, but more importantly, really deep dive into our soul's missions. So I'm noticing the way I've set up the bed is making this like really, or the way I've set up this this live stream is making it kind of shaky. I might want to, I feel like I'm going to want to change my positioning here because I'm going to want to move and it's going to be shaky. So you live people here with me and on replay, let's just do this together and see if we can move this around in a better way. Okay, is this gonna be better? Okay, bear with me. This is the real shit. We are live and things are happening. Okay, let's try that. That'll be better. 1 second, I'm gonna get my pillow. Okay. Hello. Okay. All right, excellent. So that's a little bit better set up and great. We're here live together and you guys are finding me. Very exciting. Okay, so we're on day 2 here and we've got lots of ladies joining us. If you're joining us live or if you're joining us on replay, feel free to comment to the side and let me know where you're watching from. I'm sure there's lots of familiar sisters on this call, maybe some new ones. Been lots of new ladies running a group over the last few days. Well, like always, really. So welcoming you. Let me catch my breath for a second. I always like get a little bit, actually, usually I don't get nervous when I go live, but when I've invited a lot of people to the live stream, that's when like I get a little bit nervous. So apparently my breath is just have a nice deep breath. So let's do that together as we start this broadcast, yeah? Hi, Roslyn. Roz says she's in Florida. Awesome. So if you just want to take a deep breath with me, right in our bellies here, right in our womb spaces, just allowing all of the day, all that goodness that is life to be welcomed in through the breath. Releasing on the exhale any and all stress, any and all tension, and let's just arrive here together in this place, calling our higher selves present here with us now and asking the Mama Gaia really deeply connect us into the earth, connect us to what is real in this moment, connect us all to what is real in this moment. So let's start off with a prayer as well as we have our eyes closed and are breathing in, releasing. May we release any ways right now that we don't feel good enough. May we release any doubts that we have about whether we are one of those people that can create our dream realities. In this moment, just really committing to letting that all go to source energy, knowing that our truths are so whole, so abundant, so wildly perfect and full of love, that anything that we could ever want or dream of is already ours in spiritual truth. We're here living now as emissaries for the divine. We're open to what's true, what's real. And allowing yourself to again receive from Mother Earth as we pillar into what is real. What is real? What is real here now? And allow yourself to connect with your womb space, with your belly, with your second chakra, with your root. And seeing tree roots just plant in from your root at the base of your spine, your tailbone. And seeing those roots just plant deeply down into the earth. And let's all root together. Feeling Mama Gaia below us. Grounding into what's true and real, calling on all the higher selves of those who are watching now, either on live or on replay, here present with us for this beautiful circle. May Archangel Michael come and now clear the energetic space that we're meeting in so all of the information can come through accurately for the highest and best of all beings. Calling on the goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene to come through now, energizing this discussion We're open now to anything that wants to come through here, sitting as pillars for the divine, emissaries of love. Please guide us to our paths and decisions and thought patterns that will most best serve the collective, ourselves, and all beings everywhere. We are here in devotion to love. May we always remember our wholeness, our perfection, and may we all remember the support of the sisterhood that is global here now, buzzing with life, harmony, and love. Whenever you're ready, you can just reconnect for a moment with those, roots that you just grew right into Mama Gaia, and open your eyes. Apologize if it's a little bit dark. I'm just, it's at nighttime here. Oh, it's not bad. I just put my brightness up. Hi, Tori. So Tori is here sending hearts. Awesome. So let's get into this discussion for today after this nice meditation. So we're talking this week. We're doing, thanks for the hearts, we're doing 3 live streams, 3 free workshops. Well, they're free now. I think I'm actually going to let you ladies have them until about Sunday this week, and I'm going to put them into a video bundle. I've never done that before, but I'm going to collect lots of workshops that I'm doing, and these videos actually might be for pay later on. So that's exciting. It's not something I've never done before. So if you're watching right now live, you're getting for free. Good job. So where are these little notifications come from? One second. I'm just going to close my other windows, which I should have done before. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, that's okay. So this week we're focusing on how we can share our work as healers or intuitives or yoga teachers, nutritionists, light workers, priestesses, and also receive an income for it. However, my biggest intention as I share this is that we're coming from our souls, like as we do this, that we're guided from our souls, that we're guided from a deep place of integrity. And then the money and the clients show up in that way, in that wavelength of abundance that we're riding. We're not overriding our natural inclinations so that we can make money. We're not letting business use us. I often say this. We are using business. We're using business as a sacred technology to allow ourselves to come from our souls, to transmit messages, to transmit love, and have fun. And guess what? Receiving abundance and receiving money is such a huge part of human life right now. And it's a part of life no matter where you are, because the universe is abundant. So it's also my intention that we allow ourselves to open up to receive for our amazing work and just receive in general, so we can live wild and free and connect with the truth of abundance of all that is, because that is the true reality. And it's our job as emissaries to start living that reality, so all beings everywhere may wake up a lot easier, because we're living in that vibration. And when we live in that vibration of abundance, of trust, of truth, of love, that allows that vibration to pattern all around the world. There's energy grids all around the world, as a lot of you may have seen or know of. And when we pillar into these energy grid, when we pillar into our truths of love and abundance and divinity, now we allow the energy grids of abundance, love, and unity to really, really strengthen, and it makes it easier for everyone to awaken, to drop the old story, to drop the struggle, to drop the lack, and to come into this abundant reality of love, which is what we're all here to do, what we're excited to create, and the basic reason why we're having this discussion in the first place, right? So let's get clear on that. Rosalind says, great idea. They are amazing and powerful. I just was talking for like 3 minutes without looking at that comment. So can you remind me of what you're talking about? They are amazing and powerful. I like that. Okay. So today, first off, we're actually going to get into a little bit more actionable steps this time. If you missed last workshop, and if you're watching this during the week where it's free, it's currently pinned to the top of the page, and this is sort of the Mermaid Moon group. So the replay from workshop 1 is available to you. We went in a little bit more energetics, and we talked about really grounding ourselves into our communities, being present as love wherever we are. And that's going to help us to value our work. And now we're moving on from that space energetically, where we're valuing our work, we're present in our communities, we're honoring that we're successful all the time, because our soul mission is to really walk as love. At the end of the day, all our soul missions are the same if we go general enough. And those are to walk as love and to vibrate with love and to open to love and have a lot of fun. So if we can do that everywhere we go as best as possible, obviously it's human life, so we go up and down, but we really are committing to that more and more every single day, then we're already rocking it, okay? And that's what I really want to share with you, ladies. I know I've received lots of comments from you, and as well my own experience. You go online, you want to start sharing your work, you see a lot of people that are like, oh, I can help you get clients, this and this. And a lot of the energy and a lot of the framework for that is, Yeah, but you're only successful if you're making a certain amount of money. And here's the benchmark of the money, and it's usually like a lot of money. And that's the benchmark of success. And you're not there until you're there. And so you got to get there. And here I'll show you how. And so I would like to just lovingly throw that patriarchal, loving bullshit out the window. Woo, the window's over there. Woo, love you. I get caught up in that sometimes too. I'm sure, you know, a lot of us do because we've been trained in that way. But what I know to be true, what I really do feel is that we're already successful. We're here, we're breathing, we are love itself. We're already whole. We already are successful. So what we're doing here, right, with our sacred businesses is sharing that message that we already are there. We already are love. And maybe some of us are going to make a shit ton of money and become millionaires, and that's great. That's what I want. I do want to become a millionaire. I totally feel like I will. That's my choice, my birthright to have abundance. Some of us might prefer to receive our abundance in different ways. Some of us might feel absolutely, totally rich, and we're so happy with like a little cottage by the river, you know, baking bread and mostly receiving our abundance from the food that comes from the land, et cetera, right? Everybody has a different way that we want to receive abundance or that we'll feel really rich. So I think it's really awesome to be able to make space for all of us, not to necessarily judge the people that want to make a shit ton of money and live in mansions, and not to judge the people that want just like a little tiny hut off grid away from everybody. Like, let's, you know, make space for everybody's version of abundance, because that's our birthright and that's our personal choice for all of us. So yay. Oh, Rosalind says, putting these bids in a paid bundle. Yes, I got an idea from another coach. So yes, that was something I'm excited to do. Okay, so with that, yes, abundance is our truth, right? Abundance is our birthright. When we actually come to really start to vibrate with that, it becomes a lot easier to have clients and to make money for what we're doing in the world and to feel really good about it. That's like huge. Our ability to make money as coaches, as healers, as teachers has like so little to do with our action steps and so much to do with how we're vibrating. You know, have you known those people that they just like always have money? Like I remember when I was serving at a restaurant, I was having the same exact job as my friends. We were all serving. And some of my friends were making like double to triple on average every single night of what I was making. But we were doing the same jobs. We just had different tables, and so they had different, you know, tips and tippers. So what is that? Well, because their beliefs and their abundance mentality was at a different rate and at a different vibratory state than mine was. I often really witnessed this story in myself in the past, that I've done a lot of work to change and consistently am doing work to change around of, I don't have enough. Can you guys relate? I'm just wondering. I just have a sneaky suspicion that there might be people watching going, I don't know if I have enough. If that's you, comment, give me a comment to say if you've ever resonated or if you ever feel in your life that you just don't have enough, let me know, because we're going to just start to really work on changing that story, because this is a story. It's not true. Rosalind says, idea, not a success until blank is disempowering and old paradigm BS. Yeah. Sarah says, yes. So Sarah's resonating with the idea of I don't have enough. So yeah, so and you want to think about it in your life when other people maybe have had, yeah, you just like look at people, you're like, why do you have so much money or this or that? Like, what the heck? Like, is it just easier for you or something? And the reason why for those people is because we attract what we believe, right? We attract what we're vibrating at. So I want to be really clear with you that as you're creating, you know, an income from your amazing work and really being a pillar for love and getting to have both, getting to do your spiritual work and receive abundance, let's bust that taboo that they don't go together, because they totally do. What's super important is that we understand it's my belief, it's my vibration that's actually creating my reality, the flow of my reality. So if we have these beliefs that I'm not enough, I don't have enough, what we need to do is we need to get our pen and paper out, or, you know, our meditation pillow out, and start to undo those stories. Is this really true that I don't have enough or that I am not enough? Why or why not? Journal out, use a journaling process. I've got part of this from a coach, Amanda Francis, and a part of this from like lots of different people. But if you can have this, you know, pen and paper out and you're going, okay, I don't have enough, you know, there's never enough. Is this really true? Ask that on the paper. Is this really true? Well, not really, because I actually have always had enough, you know. There's always been enough to eat. I've always, you know, maybe there's like 2 days where there wasn't in your whole life, but I've always had enough to eat, and there's always been air to breathe, and I've always had shelter over my head, and basically, you know, other than a couple of times when a flat tire happened or something, I always had a safe bed to sleep in or whatever that is, you know. Everyone's story is going to be a little bit different, but maybe that's what you're going to write out. Is this really true? Well, not really. And then, okay, so what's the new true belief? What is the new true belief? Well, it's actually true that I always do have enough, and that I just need to start acting like it and realizing that I do have enough everywhere I'm going, that the sun is shining, the leaves are green, the earth is fertile. I'm going to shut off the news because that's not helping anybody, and realize that, yeah, like, I'm always, you know, think of all of the times you're here now watching this on a computer, so it's quite likely that you've had more than enough for basically your whole life. You know, maybe like some random sporadic times where you felt like you haven't. But yeah, so I'm going to read some of the comments. Jerry's here saying yes. Chelsea's saying I'm definitely spending more than I'm making right now, so she's resonating with that idea of not enough. Sarah, in one way I can manifest anything, in another way I can't. Tori says, of course I have felt that way, but I'm seeing a shift by doing wealth consciousness, also being open to lessons to what money teaches me, like spending it on things that are more aligned with my soul. Awesome. So, like, yeah, so I'm reading in your comments, and feel free, if you're on replay, please also comment. That we all have this, it's a worldwide story. It's like in all of our consciousness that, you know, we don't have enough, or that we're not enough. This is a collective wound, and we're here to transmute that and clear that. And I very much am still witnessing this wound within of myself, but I want to have the courage, and I'm witnessing myself having the courage to do what I need to do to bust through that, because it's not true, and it's not helpful to anybody. For me, walking around going, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. That's not helpful for the work that I want to be doing on this planet to shift collective consciousness, because it's not fucking true. And I know that you've had those experiences where the fog clears and all of a sudden you have these moments where you get it. You get the magnitude of love that's here for us, or you get the sacredness of life, or you get the temporariness of all of this, and you feel your connection. So what we want to actually do is we want to recalibrate into a true connection. So I work on my priestess path, and in a lot of you know, goddess-based paths, we work with the Great Mother. We just call it, you know, this energy the Great Mother. It's kind of, you know, an aspect of source energy, right? The Great Mother. And the Great Mother is literally responsible for all of our abundance, and she's the foundational energy for all of our abundance and all of our wealth. But what we've been taught in society is that wealth comes from outside of us. Wealth comes from the man or the system, and that we're chained to these ways of making money outside of us, and hopefully we're going to have enough. What I'd love to introduce for you, or recalibrate you to, if you've already been, you know, familiar and working with the Great Mother, is that all abundance comes from something much deeper, something much, much, much deeper. Have you ever had a time in your life where money has come to you outside of the way you currently make money? Have you ever had a time where abundance has come to you not from your job? You found money on the ground, or someone gave you something really randomly, or you won something, or an unexpected opportunity came along? For sure, I'm sure every single one of us has had that experience. So if that is true, that we know that our job is not the source of money, if our job was the source of money, or if our business was the source of money, then how could abundance of money come to us from any other way? If that was true, it couldn't. So we know, even just by that simple logical deduction, that your job or your business is not the source of your money. And if you treat your job or your business as the source of your money, you're going to be stressed out about it, because you're living in an illusion. And what happens when we live in an illusion is we experience anxiety, because we're experiencing the disalignment with our truth. Disalignment feels like anxiety. When we have disalignment, we're not in alignment with our true reality. we experience, like I said, anxiety or you know, emotions that don't feel so great. So it's a sure indicator that we need to recalibrate. So where does abundance come from? We connect with the Great Mother who makes the seeds, who is at the foundation of who Mama Gaia is and what she offers, the rain that falls from the sky, sure, the money that crosses our hands. There's something much deeper than, you know, than what we see. There's universal consciousness. There's the Great Mother always taking care of us. So what we have to do as priestesses and light workers is come back to that sacred space where we are connected into the Great Mother is supporting us, supporting us, supporting us, supporting us. Even when we don't feel held, we are held. But it's our job to allow ourselves to feel held, right? To feel that abundance, to feel that support coming through. And just like sit with that for a moment, and just as you maybe close your eyes and just feel into, you know, is it true that I'm really deeply supported beyond all of this? That, you know, beyond the matrix, that there's something really deep, foundational, supporting me. Just allow yourself to feel that and surrender into that. And that's the energy that we want to work with every day, because as we're sharing our work, if we're in replay, and for those of you who see this video all together, squished in together, I got cut off, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm just going to wait for the live people to find me again. Hopefully it wasn't too late, so I don't know, maybe some people couldn't make it anymore, but I'm just going to wait and hang out here. So we were just talking about, I'll just kind of give us a little bit of a recap while we wait for new live people to find us, is connecting with the Great Mother and really connecting with the truth that we are held, right? And in our society, like we were talking about, it's very promoted, it's very encouraged. We're taught to think of our support system and where money comes from and where our abundance comes from as outside of ourselves. And in some ways having to do with luck, and in some ways having to do with you know, forces beyond our control. And so what we're re-remembering and we're relearning is that we get to come back to the Great Mother, and we get to actually come back to the truth of our abundance, which is the Great Mother, the source of all, the source of our breath, the source of this earth, the source of soil, the source of all of it. And when we kind of plug in, and a great way to plug back into the Great Mother is actually to practice a rooting exercise every day of seeing and visualizing tree roots coming from our root chakra and plugging all the way back down into the center of the planet, plugging into Mama Gaia, into her soil, and going all the way into the center of the earth. And breathing in a ruby red light right from the very center of the earth back in. Breathing in this ruby red light back in from the center of the earth. Breathing in this ruby red light back from the center of the earth. And that's actually a practical exercise that you can take into your day-to-day, meditating with Mama Gaia and rooting down. That is going to help to reprogram your awareness, reprogram your consciousness to remember where your safety really comes from and where your support really, really comes from. And so we were also tying this together. I want my camera to zoom on me better. Why don't you zoom in? Zoom! Focus on me better. That's okay. And so a part of what we were talking about was not holding our business or our work, quote unquote, like hostage, as in like, you've got to, you know, my job or my business, like you've got to support me. You're the thing that supports me. And actually connect with the Great Mother and the source of all. It's like, that is what is supporting me. I'm actually in truth always supported. And when we can get our energy and when we can get our consciousness recalibrated and reprogrammed back to the truth of, I am always supported, I'm a child of the divine, this was always my birthright, then what inevitably happens, and sometimes ironically, is the abundance does come in from all sorts of different directions, because now we're vibrating with, I'm taken care of. So how different would it be if you went through your business, or went through when you were offering your services, rather than saying like, oh, I really need this to work. I really want this to work. I want to quit my job, or, you know, I really want this. I want to make this happen. And so you go to the computer and you share about your angel readings or whatever that is. But inside of yourself, you're thinking, I really hope they buy one. I really hope that I need at least a few clients with this. Like, I really hope they buy one because this is my way. This is the way I'm going to quit my job. This is the way it's all going to happen. So I hope they buy. Here, angel readings, guys, here. You put it in caps and put it everywhere and like, yes, like I need this. How different would it be if rather than having that energy and that mentality is when you went to share about your angel readings, for example, if that's what you're sharing, you connected with, oh, I'm already taken care of. Great Mother supports me. Welcome to the live viewer that finally found me. Woo! Welcome, no, that's not what I meant to say. So, so for the person that just came live on with us, and you guys are starting to find me. So we're talking about the difference of having a more controlled energy of like, oh, I got to make this work. I got to make this happen. This is my way. You know, this is the way that I'm making money. Versus a more released energy. I'm taken care of. Great Mother is supporting me. I'm always taken care of. I'm always taken care of. I'm good. I'm already there. I'm already abundant. Life just like I'm already a vibrational match for abundance. And then when you you know, give away your readings and talk about your readings, you're like, hey, I have something really to offer from my heart for you. I have something that's really going to help and support you and nourish you. And I'm really excited about it. And I know that I'm already taken care of, so I don't need anything from you. I'm not trying to get from you. I'm just like literally giving to you. I'm literally just giving to you. And having that energy is going to be, you know, completely different, right? From how can I get? Because you feel like, well, that's the source of my money. That's the source of my abundance, my business and this work. And so I need it to come from here versus I'm just stoked on giving to you because I'm already taken care of. I'm already taken care of. And that's going to make actually a really, really big difference for how you share your work and what happens with that. I'm just going to take a moment and pause this discussion here and just make sure the people know that I am back live. There's quite a few awesome ladies live with me before it cut out, and I just want to make sure that you see that I'm back. Okay, let me just write this. Hey babes, the video cut out for part 1 or for day 2, but it's back working now. I'm live. Come hang out with me in this group. That's what I'm writing to you because I want people to hang out with me. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sure. All right. So on that note, you know what I'm going to just share from my own experience, my own life right now. Because, okay, what happened was I have this USB stick that has internet, you know, attached to it, and the internet ran out. Like there was no more data on it, which is really weird because I just put 8 gigabytes of data on it like 3 days ago. So whoever was using it just went crazy. But anyway. So that cut out and I didn't have enough gigabytes. And so the video stopped for part 1. And what I could have done for that was like, if I was really in that mindset of like my business is the source of my abundance, you know, then there's a lot of pressure on that. So that's like things have to work and flow. So like I just like invited like a ton of people, just sent out to all my email lists, yo, we're on live stream and we're going on live stream and this and that. And what I could have done is just like had the video cut out and just went like really stressed out about it and be like, fuck, you know, the video needs to work. I need to work. This needs to work. You know, why isn't this working? Going really crazy, really controlling, because if I was in that mindset of like, well, that's my business, anything that's tied to my business has to work perfectly because this is my source of abundance. And so I needed to work. Fuck, I needed to work as planned. And that's a very like anxious place. But what I did is I walked over to the internet shop and I was like, okay, sweet. Like, we're just talking about the Great Mother. So the Great Mother, like I'm supported. It's all good. Like just going to load up on some more internet. Like It's crazy there was not enough because fucking AG on it the other day, but that's okay, cool. And then at the shop, I had a conversation with the guy who works there, and I said, like, what's the deal? Like, can I get one? I'm just borrowing this internet stick right now from this co-working place I'm at, and I talked to him about different options, you know, for internet. And he was like, well, we have this MiFi thing that is can work in all countries and connects to 4G. And it's not too expensive. It's like 75 Canadian dollars. And I was like, sweet. How late are you open till? He's like 11 p.m. and I have it in stock. And I was like, sweet. So that means like things worked out. So something didn't really work out, but I didn't freak out about it. I was just like, cool, you know, walked barefoot to the shop, was like, yo, like I need more internet, and like, yo, like what else do you have? And then I got this awesome opportunity where I'm going to be able to have really good internet, hopefully, with 4G, and it's my own thing. So I think just by having that more relaxed energy with our work, we can really have profound like impacts on our own psyche, but also on our work. So this is also something that I really want to bring towards to you, is to have released energy. Sarah is joining us. Hey girl, hey, I'm glad that you're hanging with me live, because I don't know if you were with us in the previous one, but the video cut out for like 20 minutes. So yeah, I was sad. Actually, I wasn't really sad. I was just explaining the story of what happened, but I'm excited. It's way more fun hanging out with people live. So, okay, so let's just kind of, I'm going to give that to you and offer that to you before we come on to the next part of this, is that having a released energy, that knowing that, you know, and since Sarah's here, I'm actually just going to deep into this for 1 second, is, okay, so what we're doing as priestesses and light workers is that we want to tap into this place where we know that we're taken care of, that we're connecting with the Great Mother, that it's all good, that we're supported, that if something comes through or something doesn't come through from, you know, one perceived avenue of abundance, that it's okay, because we're always connected to the source. We're always connected. Sarah says, yay, so happy to be here, having a triggering day today, LOL, but still choosing love. Awesome. Yes, things are also going up and down on my end apparently today, but we're here together, so it's okay. Okay, so having that, you know, deeper connection to the Great Mother, right? Having that deeper connection to I'm taken care of. And what can happen is, what I'm really coming into right now in my life and starting to really be shown, is we can actually separate them. So we have this part of us that knows that we're taken care of, and things are good, and we're a vibrational match for abundance, because we're connected in and tuned in and tapped in and turned on and stoked. And so abundance. Not that. Okay, it's reconnecting. And then, so we have that. And then we have this other point that is, okay, here's my business and here's my work and here it is. And they can actually be separate, because here's my work I want to give to you. I'm super stoked about it, but I'm already taken care of. So that's already good, sweet. So, you know, I think like when I've brought that in, thanks for the hearts, when I've brought that in of like, I'm already taken care of. And so when my business, you know, when I'm sharing things in my business, I'm just sharing them. Like, I don't care what they do. I don't care if they show up or they sign up or they don't, you know. I mean, obviously my ego does. But just having that mentality of like, well, since I'm taken care of, like, this is just an offering, and I just want to give this, and everything's working. It's just so much more like a relief of like, rather than having the mentality of, hey, I'm putting something out in my business and it's got to work, it's got to fly, it's got to work, because this is where I'm, you know, want to get it from. So try practicing that. Try having a separation. This is like really what I'm newly onto of, I'm taken care of. I'm supported by the Great Mother. I'm supported by the universe. My job is to vibrate with abundance consciousness. I'm going to do the inner work to get myself there and there on many, many levels, on many different levels, and I'm stoked, and yay. And then having that separation and just knowing and trusting, and then offering your services and offering your products or whatever it is from that released energy of, well, I'm like, pretend you already have $2 million in the bank account. So you're just offering like from your inspiration, and that's going to really guide you and serve you forward. So that's exciting. Okay, so as we move forwards, what else do we want to talk about? Okay, so far in this this live stream we've covered really valuing our work, being grounded in our communities, showing up in our communities, valuing our work as healers, being present with people, having success be the measure of how much am I being present today and how much am I being a vessel for love today. And now we've gotten into connecting with the Great Mother, and connecting with the Great Mother is the source of our abundance always. and knowing that we're safe and knowing that we're held and knowing that it's all good, and really getting ourselves to that. So let's do a little bit more work of how we can actually get ourselves there into that more release space. So in this section, I've also shared with you the rooting exercise of rooting down with your tree roots to connect with Mother Earth below you, and having a daily practice where you're plugging into to Great Mother. Here's another exercise for you. This is like, I'm kind of just channeling this through, so I don't know if it's fully directly related, but this is what I'm getting anyway. When something is out of resonance for you, that is when you are out and about in your world and you're getting, something is not making you feel so great, right? Like you are, you're on your Facebook feed and someone's telling you to do something this way and you're just not feeling it, or, you're not in resonance. I want you to practice just tuning, just letting that go, just releasing and just moving on, and actually giving your attention and your space for what does give you resonance. Because what we're doing is coming back to this energy of it's safe, it's good, I'm taken care of, all is well. So if we're having thoughts or experiences or situations that are making us feel like, ooh, I don't like that, that's off, that's wrong, this doesn't work, etc., then we're going to be pulled out of that resonance. So what my homework for you to do is to practice allowing yourself to just release, let go. And if things don't feel right to you, then use that as a signal and a sign. I'm going to move on. If you're, like people have been telling me, oh, there's these business coaches that I feel so like I'm just not doing well enough. Like you're reading these posts and you're going, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not that successful person, etc., this kind of sucks. Then stop listening to that person. I'm sure they're a great person, great soul, but the practice is to come back and to turn in and tune into that place of it's all good, I'm safe, I'm supported, life is fun, and that's your homework, okay? So as we move on now, I want to give you a little bit of some strategic info, okay? And just like, let's tune in here, recalibrate. It's really funny to do this workshop now, because I was like so excited because at the start there was so many people live with us and lots of conversation, but I know you guys will find me later and tune into this. So I'm just going to ride those waves of energy and bring that into the now and be stoked and tune in to see what else wants to come through for you. Okay. So if you're here with me, I want you to take a breath, a deep breath, and just recalibrate to center again. Recalibrate to I am taken care of. Recalibrate to I'm going to have the courage inside today to know that as my reality, to know myself is safe. Okay. And for the next leg of this, what I want to bring forward is as you share your work, okay, so now we've really done like a lot of our time speaking about energetic work, which is like the huge basis of it, and this is probably still energetic, but we're gonna get to. As you share your work, what I want you to do is check in with yourself and connect. Do you really feel worthy of receiving for your work? And do you really feel like it's possible for you to be in that energy of what you want to be in? And I'll come back to you in a second. Sarah says, yes, I am feeling that remembering why I'm not sure what's happened there, but why I'm and looking and connecting with Mama Gaia has helped me today, right now. I'm on my break and working with someone who has also experienced sexual trauma, but today she is just talking my ear off and how it's so shit. And it made me angry, and we got into an argument. But then I said I was sorry, and she just feel a little bit overwhelmed. She's also my soul sister. So right now I'm letting it all go. Thank you, Beth, for the reminder. I choose love. Awesome. And yes, all the power to you for letting that go and letting that teach you, and just, yeah, letting it go and choosing again and choosing what you want to experience again. Communication is definitely a big teacher on this planet. So coming back to what I was saying before of, do you feel truly, if you check in with yourself, do you feel worthy enough of receiving for your work? And do you feel like this can really work for you? Do you feel like this is going to really work for you? Be honest with yourself. Because if you find, as a lot of you will, that when you tune in, there's some part of you that says, I don't really feel like this can work for me, you know? That's something that we really got to work with. All of this is energy work. As soon as you step into, yes, I'm worthy, yes, I'm valuable of receiving for this work, yes, this is important, I am supported by the Great Mother anyway, so it's all good, I'm here to choose love, I'm here to give love, this is so exciting, this is so awesome, yes, I'm wealthy, 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 yes, this is my reality now, and yes, 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 I love working with clients, I love helping people, and that becomes your daily energy. You're going to be making money for whatever it is that you're doing. And healing. Like, it's just how it is. So if you're connecting with a space right now where you're feeling like not fully worthy of receiving them, we got to do some energy work around that. And if you haven't already signed up for my other free 3-day experience, Creating an Abundant Business as a Priestess, you can go to mermaid-moon.com/meditate, because I have a whole workshop in there plus a meditation that's devoted to wealth consciousness, which is essentially what that is. Really understanding that your work is truly and deeply good enough, and that you are truly and deeply good enough to receive and to offer that. And what you can also do is you can look at different members of your community that you know of, online or offline, and anybody who's doing similar things that you might want to be doing, and look at the success stories and feel like there's other priestesses or other yoga teachers or other angel readers who are actually making an income, who are feeling, grounded in that, and who are showing up every day and doing that, and it works for them. And not to like copy or piggyback from them, but looking at ourselves as equals, but then using that as an example of going, yes, I know this is possible. I can make money in this line of work. Because when I was doing wealth consciousness work, I found that there was a part of me that only believed that doctors, lawyers, and engineers and people in masculine, well-to-do professions could make good money. And so a part of my process has been repatterning and going, I can make good money. I can make good money as a healer, as a teacher, as a coach, as doing this spiritual work that's really, really fun. I can make good money not struggling. And so we're repatterning our beliefs around that. And the key is we got to repattern these every day. It's not just once that we can have that aha moment of going, oh, yeah, I kind of do feel like I can only make money in this way. And it's about coming back to every day and going, I can, maybe looking at other people, like I said, who are in your field, who are doing something similar that you want to be doing, and they're, having an awesome experience of it and making money, and going, if they can do it, I can absolutely do it. We're equal. And now I know that it's a reality that absolutely you can make an income, a full-time income, doing this sort of spiritually minded work, whatever that is. Sarah's referring to the 3-day course that I just mentioned, saying, I listen to those meditations almost every day. Very helpful. Awesome. Okay, so by now, I've basically talked in total this week for about an hour and a half all about energetic work, about creating a business. So I haven't said anything so far about the strategic, actionable steps, even though I was planning to already. So I want you to really feel into that. Wow, okay, so me actually making money doing, my soul work, and me actually creating an income for my soul work is so much about where my energy is at and what I believe to be true. So it's your job to, and I think maybe we can do this next workshop. I'm not really fully called to go fully into this in this workshop because there's a couple other things I want to talk about. But here's the invitation anyway, that we can do this deep energetic work about where our beliefs are at and what we hold to be true about ourselves. That maybe through ritual, if you're seeing things that are not going to support you right now in your subconscious field of like, yeah, you know what, as you're talking, Beth, I'm realizing that I'm not fully behind what I'm doing. I don't fully believe that it's good enough, or I don't fully believe that someone would ever pay me for it, or I don't believe this and that. Then write those down, and maybe through ritual you can say, Spirit, I release this to you. A great prayer that I always say is, wherever I have this going on, please clear, release, delete, and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, reality. Please clear, release, delete, and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, reality. And you can do that through ritual, you can do it through prayer, and through changing that dialogue around and going, this is not true, this is what, I know this to be different, I know this to be a different story, I know this to be a different reality deep inside myself, that I am worthy, that I am good enough, and knowing again and pillaring into, and I'm already taken care of. The thing is, I'm already taken care of, and I'm already here. I'm already here. I'm already taken care of. So all I need to do is just give from my heart, give the best that I have from my heart, from my soul, show up every day, and I'll be guided, okay? So, okay, so with that, what else do we want to talk about? This feeling. Okay. So with that, okay, because I know we've talked a lot about energy work so far, so I'm kind of tempted to just make the whole last part of the workshop. Okay, so what we're going to do for the rest of this is I think we're going to, oh, wait, let me feel into it. Should we go into a little more wealth consciousness? Okay, let's do a little more wealth consciousness work, and then in the third workshop on Friday, we can get into some more strategic sacred masculine action steps. So just kind of, you can close your eyes with me if you're feeling inspired to do that. I'm breathing in, and we're just going to ask Source Energy to please clear, release, delete, and transmute anywhere that we don't feel worthy or good enough at our work. Anywhere we don't feel good or worthy enough just as who we are. Anywhere that we don't feel good enough just as ourselves. Asking Source Energy to please clear, release, delete, and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, reality. You can see as we're doing this, white light or blue light rippling through your field as we heal this. And just allow that light to do the work and just receive the prayer. Anywhere where we're scared to fail, so we're not even going to try because we're scared to fail. Anywhere where that's happening in our fields, please clear, release, delete this across all time, dimension, space, reality now. Anywhere where we're just scared to try and scared to go for it and scared to speak up and out because we're scared to fail and we feel like we're going to fail, so what's the point? Anywhere where that's going on, please clear, release, delete, and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, reality now. Anywhere where we believe that we're just not that person and we just can't receive money from something that feels really good and soulful, anywhere where we've got that going on, please, Source Energy, clear, release, delete, and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, reality now. Anywhere where we believe we're not popular enough or lovable enough to really create the ripples that we want to create and receive for our work. Anywhere we believe that we're unlovable, that there's something wrong with us and people aren't going to like us, so it's not going to work out for us. Please clear, release, delete, and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, reality now, seeing that white or blue light coming into all those places that where you might feel unlovable or unworthy. Breathing that in, clearing this out. Anywhere where we feel like money's hard, money's really hard and it's hard to come by, Source, please clear, release, delete, and transmute this across all time, dimension, space, reality now. What would it take for us, and a shout out to Christy Marie Sheldon for these prayer, language of prayer that I'm using. What would it take for us to feel really connected to our truths, really connected to our true space of abundance so that we can just effortlessly receive in life? What would that take? Whatever that would take, we open to receive it now. What would it take for us to claim our worth and completely know our power and be very comfortable with our power in the world and how amazing we are? What would that take? Anything that, that would take, please, we receive that across all time, dimension, space, reality. And that just feel into you really rocking it out in any way that you are called to. Just feel yourself living that life where you are easily receiving. You're so easily receiving. It's just so natural for you to feel so safe and so supported. And really connect in with the truth of this. Really connect in with how that's already your truth. You already are so abundant. Life is already supporting you. We're just taking off these masks. There's no struggle in order to get to. We're going to stop trying because we're already there. We're just going to stop all the trying because we're already there. I really vibrate with yes, 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 I am. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 I am. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'm going to leave this with you for today. So, yeah, the deal is, okay, so we did all energy work so far in day 1 and day 2, day 3. I promise I'll have some more strategic stuff. But the point is that it's energetic. The reason that I'm making money as a priestess and as a healer and as a coach and as a guide is really largely, in fact, all to do with I've trained myself over the years to value my work. I've trained myself over the years through processes like we just did to vibrate with wealth consciousness more and more and more and more, so that I can feel that it's natural for me to receive. Training myself over the years to, again, really value what I do and to create community and meaningful relationships and just make sure people know, you know, what I'm up to and what I do. And with that, that energy can be magnetic of, I value what I do and I'm so stoked about it. And I know I'm taken care of anyway. And so it's a magnetic energy that can pull clients and opportunities towards ourselves that we might not have ever expected. And this takes time and practice, and still so much on this journey with you. Yes, I still experience anxieties around money and being taken care of and clients and all of that. And within that, I can still experience those anxieties and yet still be supported and still get to travel the world and do all these really cool things that I get to do. So it's okay if we fall out of these energy patterns. It's okay if that happens. That's totally okay and fine, right? It's just getting our, forgive that and get back to the truth. I am abundant. Great Mother is my source of abundance. As I choose to show up in the world and share, I know that I am supported. I know that it's safe for me to receive. I am that person that gets to live this wild, free life. Yes, yes, yes. Bring yourself back to that every single day. And on Friday in our next workshop, from this energy space, now, okay, we're going to talk about some strategic action steps. So when our action steps come out into the world, that we're going to be vibrating with love and joy and abundance as much as humanly possible. And those action steps are going to have a really big impact. So super excited about that. So again, coming back to, before I let you go, we're just going to come back to again. I am so supported. I'm so supported, and my truth is value. My truth is love. My truth is joy. This has always been the truth. And that's the energetic principle behind all of this. The energetic principle behind all of this success that's happening is I'm already there. You're already there. We're already here. Let's plug ourselves back into that truth. Let's plug ourselves back into that energy that feels so good and so full of momentum, and let's create from that place. So I'm going to let you go for now. I know a couple of more just joined us live. What I'm going to do, and my intention is to take video 1 and take video 2 from today and mash them up together and then share that with you later on tonight or tomorrow, so you guys can see this video all in a little, you know, the ducks all in a row kind of thing. So much love to you, and have so much fun vibrating with your wealth consciousness and with that you're already there and connecting with the Great Mother and knowing your worth and knowing your value. And on Friday, we're going to get to some more strategic stuff, and we're going to have it all kind of come together. And I'm so excited and sending you so much love and so much joy and abundance and goodness. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you're feeling like, ooh, like I'm resonating with that, please connect with me before Saturday as I'm recording these videos live, Saturday, October 21st. Book a free 30-minute call with me. Hi, Becca. Nice to see you. Yeah, book a free call with me. Like, schedule it in before Saturday. Like, you might schedule it in for later in the month, but make sure you book your call with me before Saturday, because I have some awesome bonuses. One of them is, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, some of you might. Here is a statuette of Isis that I have as a bonus if you do sign up with to work with me one-on-one, and book your free call with me by Saturday to see if that might be right for you. If you end up signing up, then you're going to get this Isis statuette for your altar, which is amazing, goddess from ancient Egypt. And you're also going to get 6 goddess bundles that have you're going to get like 18 meditations with different goddesses, channelings from goddesses to really help you on the path of your divine feminine energy, plus one-on-one coaching with me. And if you sign up for the 6-month program, you get 18 amazingly powerful workshops. You get 2 guided meditations. You get email support as we co-create your fucking amazing business together, and you connect with your soul path, and it's so good. So I love working with you one-on-one. I'm so excited for those of you who are ready to do that and to jump in. You can learn more about that at www.mermaid-moon.com/priestess. And also, if you're like wondering, you know, yeah, it could be right for me, but I'm not entirely sure. Or, yeah, I'd really love to do that. Like, I might have the finances, but I might not. Like, I don't really, just fucking book a call with me. I'd love to talk to you. Like if you are resonant with the idea of one-on-one coaching together, but you're still feeling like, oh, you know, I don't, still book a call with me because I love getting on the phone with you. You receive free coaching either way. We get to chat and just see what's up, how I can support you, if it's now, if it's later, just like, let's talk because I love you all, okay? So I'm gonna just type this into the comments here where you can find more info about coaching together. And I'm excited to now match up both of these videos that were just live. So y'all on replay are gonna get more of a streamlined experience. Okay, so much love. I'll see you guys soon. Friday's workshop is gonna work fully and completely. I know it because I'm getting my fun internet stick now. Okay, so much love, peeps. We'll see you soon. Bye.